the sun slowly setting over Mabel Beach. It truly is a spectacular sight from this balcony, the boardwalk below bustling with activity as people take in the last bit of ocean air for the day. Kids are running around with cotton candy, teenagers are snacking on hot dogs, and couples are strolling hand in hand. There's just something in the salt-tinged air that feels like medication for the soul. Seagulls soar around the sky, and the sound of laughter, music, and waves crashing against the shore fill the air. The sun slowly descends behind the horizon and the day begins to turn to night, the boardwalk lights giving the area a warm glow. As the stars begin to come out, the activity continues on. Carol and John sit on the bench, overlooking the inky dark waves rolling in and out of the shore. The stars twinkle above them, and the sound of the waves lapping against the sand fills the air. A light breeze lifts Carol's hair, and she smiles at John, the soft light of the moon catching his gentle eyes. He takes her hand, and they sit in silence, taking in the beauty of the night. The couple looks so peaceful, so in love, that it almost seems as if time has stopped for them. The only thing that interrupts the stillness is the occasional call of a seagull, or the laughter of a group of people walking by. The night is perfect, the kind of night that will stay in their memories forever. The night air was still, and the stars glinted in the dark sky above. The bright moon illuminated the beach, casting an eerie glow over the shoreline. Marcus and John were throwing a football back and forth, the sound of their laughter echoing in the night. Each time the ball flew through the air, the boys' silhouettes were briefly illuminated in the moonlight before they were swallowed back up by the shadows. The waves lapped rhythmically at the shoreline, the sound calming and tranquil. Occasionally, a seagull would swoop down and soar back up, calling out its playful cry. As Marcus and John continued to toss the ball, it seemed like the night was alive around them, a living, breathing thing. They were oblivious to it all, lost in the moment and in their own world. The night air was cool and salty as Jim and his daughter Wendy made their way down to the beach. With the stars twinkling above them and the waves crashing against the shoreline, they couldn't help but smile with anticipation. Jim had brought a kite with him, and he began to assemble it with the help of Wendy. She watched in awe as he finished putting it together and handed it to her. With a deep breath, Jim began to run, teaching Wendy how to fly the kite with each passing step. The kite rose up into the night sky, its tail fluttering behind it. Wendy couldn't help but giggle with delight as Jim guided the kite higher and higher. Together they watched the kite soar and twirl, creating a beautiful silhouette against the night sky. Jim looked down at Wendy's smiling face and could only imagine the memories she would take away from this night. He had no doubt that his daughter would never forget the feeling of flying a kite on a star-filled beach. The boardwalk was quiet and still, a faint breeze blowing in from the ocean. As the night sky darkened, the stars seemed to shine brighter and brighter, while the moon shone a soft light over the scene. The beach was empty, save for a few stragglers, their outlines barely visible in the shadows. The wooden boards creaked beneath their feet, the only sound to be heard, and the occasional wave crashing against the shore. The street lamps lit up the area in a warm orange glow, casting a peaceful atmosphere over the area. The air smelled salty, a reminder of the beach, and the surrounding buildings stood silent and still, their windows dark. The boardwalk was peaceful, and you can't help but take in the beauty of the moment. So tranquil, so calming, so relaxing. It's now time to head inside and drift off to sleep.